Have you ever been playing Terraria and thought to yourself that this game is too easy? Well, I myself ran into this problem not long ago when I was recording my beating Terraria in 10 hours video, and I started thinking, how can I make this game harder? And then it hit me that there's a special seed just for making Terraria harder, that seed being for the worthy. So I decided that I was going to beat Terraria on For the Worthy. That's a great idea. What? It's not that much of a challenge beating For the Worthy by itself. Okay, fine. I'll beat on For the Worthy Master Mode. That enough for you ungrateful bastards? Let's hope so, because that's what I'm doing. Anyways, let's get to the actual video. So, I decided to name my character Pain because that's all I'm going to be feeling throughout this entire series, as well as making myself bald because even though I may have some long, luscious blonde hair now, I'm sure by the end of this series, I won't have any at all. The world's called hell because that's what it is. It's a literal hellhole. And I'm doing a small size world because I'm playing by myself. And I did decide to do Crimson because once we get into hard mode, I plan on doing a mainly melee only. And you might notice as we load into the world generation, the text looks a little bit weird, but trust me, that's just the start of this never-ending fire or fever dream. And I spawned into the world and immediately surprised when I tried shotting on a tree and an ignited bomb dropped on my head. So, yeah, that's fun. Now that I actually had time to kind of process my surroundings, I see that we spawned demolitionists, which is odd, but trust me, I will not be complaining because soon enough you'll surprise me with all the mobs I need to be able to commit multiple counts of terrorism. I make a simple house, but it's surely enough to keep both me and the demolitionist safe, I think, for now. I try to kill a slime, and I think it won't be that hard of a challenge to kill a slime, right? Yeah, no, it fucks me. It fucks me really hard, right in the ass. It was not enjoyable. But trust me, I just wasn't gonna let me that slide because that motherfucker was at 6 health. So I finally just absolutely slaughtered his ass and decided to go exploring. And I found a desert and a pyramid, and once I got to inside the pyramid, I got to the chest room, and a desert chest is normally pretty helpful. You can maybe get a sandstorm in a bottle, even a magic carpet. Both of them are really good, but no, you want to know what I got? No, I got a fucking pharaoh outfit, which was just lovely. After I was done looting the pyramid, I exited and saw the corruption biome and decided that no, that doesn't sound like a fun idea. So I absolutely hauled ass to the other side of the world, but before I made a pit stop by the demolitionist to buy some grenades, because I feel like grenades are a pretty decent weapon early game, especially on when enemies, have 3 times the health. Well, 4 times because we're doing for the worthy, and 312 grenades to be exact. So I think that's probably enough. So I ended up exploring the other side of the world, and I found a desert biome. Nothing in it, small as fuck, useless. Go figure. But the real kicker was I found a nice ice biome that was just fabulous. And I entered the cave. I found a life crystal. I used it. I found a chest. I had a sword that shoots ice. That's lovely. And I ended up dying. So, trust me, this is the first death of, well, no, second death of many. And, here, I'll just continue and show you. So, I died, and I got back to my base, and it was night, go figure. And I was like, I still want to do some looting, so I decided to go back to the ice and try to go into the cave, and, on my way, I ran into zombies that, one-shotted me, even though I was max health, so, fun. And I tried going back again, but this time I died to a very fleshy and hungry eye, and yeah, I died. And I tried again because why not? But this time instead of dying to an actual enemy, I did what is known as a really big skill issue and died to my fucking grenade. And at this point, I died and respawned. And it was day. So yeah, that's how I wasted an entire night in Terraria. That was about 10 minutes. And I finally got back to the cave and I found that chest. It was in the house, and the chest I already looted, and I guess At the entrance, there was a pressure plate that I didn't see, so yeah, I blew up and died. So at this point, I decided to go back again, and this time I ran into a skeleton that I really thought was gonna kill me, but he didn't for once. And then I found another chest that gave me a weapon that I thought would be good, the snowball cannon. But when enemies have four times the health, they take four times longer to kill, and I'm gonna say most enemies had 200 health. That's 20 shots with a snowball cannon. So it really wasn't that good of a fucking weapon. And eventually I did some mining and immediately got murked by a dart trap, which was fucking fun. And I eventually went back into the cave again for like maybe the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh time. I lost count at this point. Maybe I'll do a tracker. I'll do a tracker. Fuck it. I hadn't edited a video yet, so I'll do a death counter. And then I got killed again, and then I died. It was like 5 gold, which was kind of not ideal. So I kind of wanted to go back into the cave and get it back. But on my way, there's a sandstorm, and very not nice tumbler decided to tumble towards me and send me politely back to my house. So at this point, I think I had enough dying and decided to work on a elevator because I didn't think I would die in a elevator. And yeah, I died to a jellyfish trying to get a chest, which that's like not nice. But it ended up being worth it because I went back and got the chest and it had a nice pair of hard water walking boots, which was just what I fucking needed. And I ended up running into a house that had a golden chest. And at this point, I was mainly looking for like one thing, like a very essential uh, mobility item. I don't know if you heard it, Hermes boots, but no. Instead, it gave me a magic mirror, and yeah, that's always fun. And I kind of was thinking to myself, why would I ever want a fucking magic mirror that teleports me back to a fucking spawn location? Like, there's enemies that one-shot me everywhere. If I want to go back, I'll just ask them to politely kill me. Like, I'm sure they'll do it for free. But at this point, I found an underground mushroom biome, and I found a few life crystals that were much needed so I could get, some more health so I wasn't one-shotted by every single fucking enemy. So I also got some ores and I died again, so I went back up to the surface and I had some ores, so I decided I had enough ore to make a gold pickaxe because I only had a little bit of gold and that was really the only thing I could make with it. And then I made some silver helmets and some boots because I kind of just needed any armor. So this time instead of going back into the elevator, I went back to the pyramid because I didn't go to the very bottom, which I should have because it led me to some more stuff. And going through the pyramid, I found a desert house, I guess, and I got a bat statue for some extra defense whenever I fight bosses, and a cloud in a bottle for more mobility, some Hermes boots, which was huge, and I also got enough life crystals to get me to max health, and I used the remaining life crystals I had for life lanterns or heart lanterns, whatever. So I got a little bit extra health regen during boss fights. During this mining session of mine, I also got enough gold so I could actually make a full set of gold armor, which I haven't. That was my actually full set of armor. I didn't bother making wood or cactus armor. I didn't think it was worth it. And after this little mining session of mine, I went back to all that stuff, and I realized that I didn't make any NPC housing yet, which it was beyond me why I didn't, but I did. And after I got that done, it was night, so I decided to do some fishing to see if I could get a tsunami in a bottle so I can get a little bit extra mobility. And after like my second crate, I ended up getting one, and at that point it was already day anyways. And eventually, sometime during the day, I realized that I think I was ready to fight very fleshy, um, a very fleshy thing that has some teeth. Very kind Eye Cthulhu. So during the day, I just made a arena for it, and I got some potions ready for the boss. And then when it turned night, I ended up fighting it, during the night or during the boss fight, it was honestly relatively easy. During the first stage, it was pretty normal. And then, he does this little spinning thing where he turns into his second form. And in the second form, it got a little bit hard because, like, every now and then he, like, stops and, like, spins around like a fucking kid on a carousel. Which isn't that big of a problem, except, like, he reflects any projectile you try shooting at him, which is, really fun. And not only that, he also likes to spawn like, a good 10, 15 Cthulhu servants. Just so like they do something they have something else to chase you so you can't dodge as much. But honestly the fight wasn't that impressive to me. I killed it pretty quickly. And after the fight I opened up the goodie bag or loot bag I got from it, and I got a very fleshy shield that allows me to dash around, which a really good accessory in my opinion because the dash you can like dash into enemies and you don't take damage. So that was really nice. I used a crimson ore to make a very nice looking bloody sword. And at this point, I kind of felt really proud of myself, so I figured, I think I'm ready for another boss. And I didn't really feel like doing the Burning Cthulhu because I didn't really want to. So I decided the next best boss to do is the Queen Bee, because I didn't really want to fight the King or the Slime, King Slime, because he didn't really drop much and kind of boring. So I went into the underground jungle, found a hive, made an arena, and I had all my boss readies. I potioned up, and I summoned her, and I got humbled by her really quickly because within the first 3 seconds, half my health was gone, and then about 15 seconds later, she killed me. Yeah, um, I don't. I decided I had enough of that. I wasn't gonna try fighting her again because that just seemed like a big mistake. So I decided I wasn't gonna fight any more bosses until next video. And by the way, next video I do plan on actually going to fight King Slime just because it's a boss I want to get off the list. But yeah, that's all for the video. If you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed. Obviously, please leave a like down. It helps with everything. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I always appreciated it. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.